know this. When I went to California to stay with him, he stole a rental car, a brand new Porsche, and had it for probably about a month when he was living out there.
On September 27, 2025, police responded to a report from Wells Fargo employees that a man was attempting to fraudulently cash in $5,000 worth of U.S. Treasury bonds. What began as a simple favor at Wells Fargo escalated into a fraud investigation captured on police body camera. Did he know it was fake, or did he trust the wrong person?
Put it in park.
I think that's the guy.
Yep. Put your hands on the roof of the car. Take a seat here for me, all right?
23rd?
Yep.
I got like a really bad knee. Is there anyone I could kneel?
I'll help you
Or
down.
could you help me, please?
I'll help you down.
Thank you.
Why'd you leave your ID in there?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Huh?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I already know.
Okay. You're detained at the moment and you're free to leave, okay? Or you're not free to leave, I apologize. So I'm going to read you your rights, alright? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney. Have him or her with you now at any time during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. If any time you wish to stop talking or have an attorney present, all questions will be stopped at your request. You understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
Alright, with these rights in mind, you want to answer some questions for me? Huh?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Hi, my name is Officer Labrie. I'm with the Ormond Beach Police Department. Do you want to let me know what's going on? Because you said you already know.
Well, I got that in the mail, and when I got it in the mail, it said that it was from my grandparents, and there was multiple of them. There was a bunch of them, and I asked my grandparents if it was from them, and they said no. But I called the online Treasury thing, and they told me that it was valid and that it had reached its redemption status, that it could be redeemed. And I was like, I thought it was a little odd that it also had someone's name on it that I'd never seen before. And I told them that, and they said it could have just been someone else on the reissue, because they broke it down to me. I just don't know all of the things they told me. But they told me that they were like, yeah, if you wanted to go cash that, all you'd have to go to do is go to your local branch. I felt funny about it, but I mean, when I called them and they told me that it was good, I didn't see a reason, because it looks like a savings bond that I've got from my grandma before. So I don't know. I knew something was up with it. I feel dumb now.
Okay. How many more of these do you have?
I'm not sure.
And you just got them from some random person that it said it was your grandparents, but
yeah, it said when I got them in the mail, it said it was from my grandparents.
And you called them and they said no. So do you live in Jacksonville still? Where you live?
Palm Coast.
Okay, so when you try to cash it at Palm Coast, what'd they say?
I went to Palm Coast and they just told me that I could cash it, but they said that if I wanted to cash it there, since it was such a large amount, that it would be better off being deposited, just so they could record who it was being dispersed to. And then I said, do you think if I went to another branch, they could maybe give me cash for it? And they said, just call ahead, because every branch has different amounts of money. And I was like, okay, I understand. I don't know.
Okay. Is there only one Wells Fargo up in Palm Coast?
There's two of them, but I went to one in the morning, because after I called and they said that it was legit, when I looked on the first, it was some type of Treasury website, and then after that it was after that it gave me a phone number to call, and then once I called the phone number, they basically told me that I needed to go to a bank to even get any type of confirmation on anything. So I don't know.
Who's this guy riding with you?
Oh, that's my friend. I've known him for a real long time. His stand was me from out of town.
Where's he from? You just said he's from out of town.
No, he lives out of town.
Okay, so where's he from?
Here. Oh, Florida.
Okay, where's he live?
In New York.
Huh?
New York.
Okay. So what made you leave your ID and everything in there and try to boogie out of there so quickly?
Because when I got it in the mail and my grandma told me that it wasn't legit, I was just kind of like, that's weird. Because like I've heard before of like people getting like checks in the mail and stuff like that. And then, you know.
I'm going to interrupt. You tried cashing this in Palm Coast today. They told you it was fraud.
No,
You
they
fled. You called the branch here. I spoke to you.
No, I did not.
You did.
No, I did
You
not.
left. When
I
they tried to verify
I
it.
know personally the lady at Palm Coast.
Okay, but you knew it was fraud. You tried to cash it there and then you came here. Didn't think we would do it.
Stand by, alright? Yo! You got your ID with you? Huh?
Yes, sir.
No? Alright, do me a favor, just come over here for me for right now.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, I'm conducting an investigation. Just take a seat and relax for a minute, okay?
But that what she just
What does that have to do with me?
what she just told me, what she just said is not true. When I went to Palm Coast, this is the branch that I go to every single day. Literally every day.
The one in Palm Coast?
Yeah, I go there every day. And she told me, she said, we're on a first name basis there. She literally told me that I could deposit it in my account, and I was just like, I'm okay. I'd rather not wait.
So, bad officer safety on my part. I'll admit it. So I come in through the thing and I kind of box him in there, and you saw where the car was. But I can see through the car. I see he's the only one in it. Get him out. I cuff him. I get him to sit back here on the curb. I'm reading Miranda, and this dude, I guess, had his seat laid all the way back. I never even saw him. The car pops out of the passenger seat. Okay. So he started walking down that way on the phone. I called him back over here. I guess he's on IRS for fraud stuff. I read him Miranda. He's talking. He says there's more of those at the house that came in the mail. He said probably someone.
What's this guy's name?
Owen.
Go grab him and bring him over here. You got your camera rolling?
Yeah.
No, not.
You gotta help him up. You gotta help him up.
This officer already read your Miranda, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You want to talk to me?
Yes, sir.
Who's Kenyatta Johnson?
That's what I told him. I have no clue who that is. That's why I thought it was odd, and I called, and then I called first I called my grandmother. I said, "Do you know anything about this?" And she,
How do you know this guy?
I don't know for a while. I met him when I lived in Jacksonville. Just a friend. I met him at a music studio.
So now we're going to cut through all the BS, okay?
Huh?
This guy right here, your pal?
Yeah.
He got unlimited release for the same shit. Okay? Yeah.
Where are you looking at?
What am I looking at you how? Am I hurting your feelings?
No, you just like looked at me like I was supposed to know something.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, because who's Kenyatta Johnson? It's made to you or that person.
Yeah, I have. That's what I'm telling you. I
Okay,
got.
so your first reaction would be to
I called my grandmother because that's where it said it was from my grandmother. And then I looked on the Treasury website, and then once I looked on the Treasury website, it said this is redeemable. This has met its maturity. And then I called Wells Fargo because it said I could redeem it online. It would just take 10 to 14 business days. So I was like, who would want to wait that long? So then I called Wells Fargo, the one in Palm Coast first, and I said, is this something I'd be able to cash? And that was last week because I was, like I said, I was nervous about it. And then I went there. And once I got to the first one, she said, well, we would have to hold on to it and make a copy.
you have the envelope that it was mailed to you in?
No.
What I'm trying to tell you is, and why I'm looking at you funny is, don't cover for anybody if somebody gave you this and told you it was good.
Right.
Okay? Because my guess, somebody gave it to you, they're going to hey man, this is good.
You're not doing it?
We'll split it.
That's his current address.
Your story ain't making sense. I've been doing this shit for 30 years and it's not making sense. Okay? Your grandma was the return receipt on the envelope?
No.
So why would you call your grandmother? Your grandmother's name isn't on there.
It literally said from my grandma to Owen Kirkpatrick.
On what?
On an envelope. And then I opened the envelope and I saw there was a bunch of those in there. My first reaction was like, what the hell? Because my grandma, the reason that I first thought it was even slightly real is because when I was little, my grandma never used to get us Christmas presents. She would get us CDs, like savings bonds. So I was like, maybe it's like, maybe I'm about to turn 21, like maybe I can cash them in. So I called her, and once I talked to her, she was like, yeah, like, no, I did not. I don't even have that much money to give you. I called the Treasury thing. And they told me that it was redeemable, and that's also what they told me at the branch at Palm Coast. They said, yes, this is redeemable. You could redeem it right now. The only thing is, if you redeem it right now, we will have to deposit it like a check, and it will be held for 4 to 7 business days. And I was just like, all right. So then I called the nearest branch, which was here from Palm Coast, and they said, yeah, go ahead. You're more than welcome to cash that. You're more than welcome to cash that here. And I was like, well, it's for a large amount of money. Like, and they were like, it should not be an issue as long as it's redeemable. And I came in here, she looked it up on the computer, she put it through the little swiper thing, she said, yes, this is redeemable. So, I'm not sure.
Well, bad news is it's not redeemable. It's fraudulent, and we checked the actual Treasury department, and that's what it says.
Yeah, I already knew. I knew from the second she told me she was calling to verify. I was like, of course.
So you're telling me it's a coincidence that this guy's on inmate release for doing the same thing, and you happen to be with him trying to cash a fraudulent check?
Well, it's bond, but I met him in a studio in Jacksonville with my friend, and that was almost 4 years ago.
Well, if you've known him for 4 years, then you should probably know that he's been arrested for this.
Well, he also doesn't really like live in Florida. Like, he's been staying at my house for the last couple of days. He doesn't live in Florida. I'm not sure.
All right. Have a seat.
Do I need to sit back over?
No, you can sit right here.
Okay. Thank you.
His friend Mai Robinson was released at the scene after officers determined there was not enough direct evidence tying him to the attempted fraud. However, records later revealed that he was already on inmate release status related to a previous financial institution fraud case.
Is that the only one you had with you today?
What?
That bond?
Did he just get let go?
Yeah.
You dead ass serious?
Somebody wants to
Is
start
there something else you want to say?
the inventory on it.
It's all good.
Call a record and give that.
I mean, if he's obviously involved, why are you covering for him? Because now you're upset he got let go.
We're gonna do an inventory tow search. Okay.
In the glove box, it's locked. But I have a firearm in it.
Okay.
But I have the bill of sale and everything too.
So here's what's gonna happen. That firearm is gonna go to our PD. Okay. And they're gonna have it for a little bit because they're gonna test it and all that other stuff.
100%.
Okay. So they'll notify you when it's ready for you to come get it.
He just got let go then?
Huh?
He just got let go then?
Yeah. You said you didn't have anything to do with it, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got the keys to the car?
They're in the car.
Oh, they're in.
And then there's a signal 0 in the glove box.
But I will say, the only thing that's in that car that is mine is what I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. I'm trying to be that person, but that backpack in that car is not mine. I don't give a flying. He just told you that backpack is red. When he said red backpack, that's why I just looked at him. Crazy as shit. He doesn't have no red backpack. That's bullshit.
What's
dude.
in the backpack?
No clue. No clue. No clue.
Look, dude, it sounds like to me you're a good kid that got wrapped up with this guy.
I've known him for a long time.
Yeah. Well, he had you do his dirty business.
No, I will be completely honest. He came.
Hopefully.
He came to my house. When he came to my house, I showed him I had those, and honestly,
Every time.
he was like, "Oh, are those real?" And I'm like, "I'm not sure." So,
He could have mailed them to you, and then all of a sudden just showed up.
well, the thing is, I got them like a week ago, and when I got them.
Is there a gun in the car?
In the glove
Yeah,
box.
it's in the glove box, but the glove box is locked. You gotta take the key and slide it.
Yeah, the keys
Keys in the car.
Well, listen.
That would be if that happened. That would be crazy.
Because
I-
I'm going to tell you, unfortunately for you, whatever's in that freaking backpack, it's in your car.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, that's not my. You could probably. There's probably shit that's not even for white people, like hair cream and shit in there. It's not. That's crazy. That's crazy as shit. If that's the case, that's genuinely crazy. Because it's not my backpack. I don't got no reason to. Like I said, like when the lady just came out here yelling, hooting, and hollering, saying that they told me at Palm Coast that was fraudulent. I told him straight up, I know the lady in the Palm Coast branch on a first name basis. I went in there, Miss Brianna, could I cash this? She said, you could cash it, but we'd have to deposit it. She said, you should try another branch. I came here. We got no reason to lie about this shit. I know I f***ed up. Am I going to the car? I need to sit back down.
We're gonna search you, and then you're gonna get in the car.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Dude. This is some shit show. What's that guy, dude?
Okay, Owen, I'm going to talk to you real quick, okay?
Yes, sir.
Because I have kids your age, believe
sir.
it or not. I'm 47. I have a 20-year-old son. Okay, I got and I want to just ask you from me to you. Okay, so I'm going to read this again, and I know you have already said you're willing to talk to us, but you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney or have him or her with you now or at any time during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. If at any time you wish to stop talking or have an attorney present, all questioning will be stopped at your request. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
With these rights in mind, are you willing to talk to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So listen, I feel like you are being taken advantage of. Okay.
I understand. I know what you're gonna say. You
Okay.
already told it to me, but it's just like even if I say that is the case, what is that gonna? It's not gonna do shit for me.
Well, in the long run, it might. In the long run, it may. What I'm just trying to tell you is that we already know the situation.
Right.
Okay. The problem is you're covering people that are, or you're. I don't know if it's multiple people. I don't know if it's one person, but you're covering for a person or people that are using you as a young kid as their fall guy.
Right.
Okay? We 100% believe, and we don't have enough to pin it on them because you're taking the fall for them, and that's what we believe. Okay?
What happens to me though?
What do you mean what happens to you?
All that stuff is paperwork.
And I know you don't want to be a rat.
It's not that. It's just all that stuff's paperwork. All that stuff can be gotten. As soon as I say something, all someone has to do is go and request the paperwork, and then I'm because I said something. So what's worse, being in jail or having someone come do something to you or your family?
Okay, so you're worried about your safety. I mean, if you're worried about your safety, I get it. I do.
Mean, sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, 100%.
Okay.
I don't. I've never been in trouble before.
I know. I already know this. That's why I'm talking to you. Okay? I already know that you've never been involved in something like this, and
I'm supposed
feel
to
like
start work tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm literally supposed to
and
start
you know
tomorrow.
what? I hate the fact that you're back here and we're taking you to jail for this because I feel like you're being taken advantage of and out of the fear of what somebody might do to you. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to know that I'll be safe if I talk to you.
Yes, you will be safe.
100%.
Yes.
With the things that I know for a fact.
Tell me how this all went down.
There's way more. Way more. That guy's not even that compared to what there is behind it. There's a lot more. There's like there's someone who has all of those times probably thousands in somewhere in Orlando right now, and I know where it's at 100%. I know who makes those, and the rest of the stuff that I know is now I feel completely over by this guy. One, I don't even know his name, and I've known him for years.
How do you know these people? Put it that way.
Him.
Okay, through him.
Yes.
Through Mackay?
Yeah, and the stuff that I could tell you, it would probably make 5 movies on. I promise you. Like, there is a lot.
So he's the one that you know that's affiliated with all this stuff that's going on?
A lot.
Okay, and it's all the counterfeiting?
Oh, it's a lot more. A lot more.
Okay, so how did you get involved with today?
I like I said a couple years ago.
Not loading the prints.
Huh?
Not loading the prints.
Hang on.
Just copy and put it in an email and send it to him.
Okay.
I met him through a mutual friend.
Okay. So
makes
that was a
music.
few years ago. So what's the current? What was the current situation today?
I know.
He's been staying with you,
No. I know what he does for a living. One, which is this, and
which is what?
fraud.
Okay.
And then, but he told me, because I told him how I had I had a bunch of stuff just not go my way recently. I lost a lot of money, and I've been reeled down. And he told me that, I know someone who can make these, but I'd have to come down to Florida. And I don't know if this is all like a coincidence or if I've
He was saying this to you?
Yes, I don't know if this is all a coincidence or if he's just been like fiddle with my head, but every time he comes down to Florida, he takes the what's it called, the bus that goes all the way
The
around.
Greyhound?
Yeah, he takes the Greyhound because he's always told me that can't go on planes because he's on the run for something, and everybody's always told me that. So he tells me, he's like, look, I promise you 100% these are like, he was like, I want you to take one right now. He's like, I will give you one. He was like,
Meaning today?
uh,
This morning?
yes, I don't remember. I have to ask my girlfriend when he came, but it was either yesterday morning or the night before that.
Is when he said
It's
that
when he arrived here and we went and got them. So when we went and got them, he was like,
you went where to get him in Orlando?
yeah.
Okay.
When we went and got them, he was like,
What
look,
part of Orlando? Like Sanford or like
no, downtown Orlando.
downtown Orlando?
I know exactly. Like they said way too much on the phone, on speakerphone.
And what did he do? Did you guys drive down there together? And
I
then
drove down there in my car.
Okay, so you took him down there.
He grabbed a bunch,
And
and
did he-
you know, if I'm gonna say the truth, I'm gonna be completely real with you. The other name on those is if mine didn't go through, he was going to go to Jacksonville to give to Kenyatta or whatever the name is, so she could try and do it at her bank, which I know he said too much and I heard all of it. I could tell you everything.
So she
about
was
her.
on the phone with him?
Yeah, no, she wasn't, but the people that orchestrated it were. And she has, I think, a ratified credit union or something like that, and they were
Okay.
going to go try that.
In Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So he tried getting you to see if you could cash it.
yeah, because at first I know what he does. I'm not stupid. Like, I'm not dumb. He told me, he was like, look, check this out. He was like, go on like the official like Treasury website, which I did. I typed in all the numbers on it, just like how you do with the stimuluses,
Right.
and it said it was valid, And
Redeemable?
It was yeah. It said it was matured and everything for like $8,200 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, there's no way. I was like, there's seriously no way. And
Okay. So you were under the impression that this is going to work.
not that it's gonna work, but that it wasn't fraud. Like, I'm not a dumbass. I wouldn't do something like fraud is like, I know how fraud is. It's very tedious, like the smallest things. And I was like, dude, I'm not trying to do fraud. I'm not trying to ruin my bank account when I pay all my bills through. And he's like, it's not. He's like, it's not getting deposited in your account, so it won't mess up your account. He's like, when you go in there, it's not like how
You're cashing it in.
he's like, it's not like they're doing a check where they got to call and verify. And then the first time I went in there, they were trying to call and verify. And I was like, how? I'm like, why are they trying to call and verify?
And that was this morning at
Yeah.
the other bank?
Yeah, and I was like, why are they trying to
Okay.
call and verify if it's legit? I'm like, and so I go in the car and I tell him, I'm like, what? I'm like, dude. And he's like, they're tripping. He was like, just let's go to the bank that you like always go to. Because since I moved to Palm Coast, I've always gone to the one branch where Brittany or whatever her name works at. And I went in there.
So how many banks did you try up there?
2. There's only 2 in Palm Coast. And
Two. So you went to the one, and then it didn't work. They were trying to verify.
Yeah. So the first one they didn't even put it like through the little like scanner thing. They just looked at it, and I could tell like
they were thinking about it.
They looked at it real funny, and because I said something to him about it, and then they took it to the back, and they were
which Wells Fargo was that at?
It's a big plaza
on Palm Coast Parkway.
Yeah, it's like one of the only plazas in Palm Coast.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
So.
Yeah, I know where it's at. There's a tattoo shop over there.
I'm not sure. It's just like
the post office is right there too, across the street.
Yeah.
Okay, I know where it's at.
So I
live in Palm Coast.
Yeah, I went in that one, and they looked at me real funny, and I was like, at first I was just like, because I did my research on it first, and it said that they stopped making Treasury bonds in 2012. So when they saw it said 1993, they asked me how old I was. I'm like, well, why does this not seem right? And then they were just like, I was like,
okay, so you immediately, what'd they do? They gave it back to you?
No, I told them I was in a crunch for time. I needed to go somewhere.
Okay.
I was like, I'm.
And at that point, they gave it back to you?
They gave me back
really?
to me.
I'm shocked that they did that. Okay.
Went to the next.
The other one.
I chatted it up with the teller. We were just talking for a second. I gave it to her. She ran it through the machine, and I could see on her computer. It literally said, like, the whole bond thing. Like, it's matured. I could get the money right then and there. But I've had issues with that Wells Fargo specifically with, like, taking cash out. And she knows this because she's always my teller every time I go in there. She was like, this is like an amount of money we wouldn't be able to give you in cash. She was like, I'll have to deposit this. And at my point in my head, I'm like, I just seen that it says, she just read me everything about it. She seriously told me everything about it. Like,
Perkins, go in there and see what he says about it.
And it looked like, from my eyes, when I'm looking at what she's looking at and what she's telling me, I'm like, oh, 100%. This is like, there's no way this is fake. Like, there's no way the bank would not recognize this as being fake if it was fake. So what she's telling me, she's like, but we'd have to deposit it. And I'm like, so in my head, when I'm right there, I'm like, okay, it's real. Like, there's no way she just pulled up my account number and my name and then scanned that, and it said it was redeemable for me, and it's not real. So I was just thinking, okay, if it's real, there has to be another branch that could give me $8,000. There's no way a branch doesn't have $8,000 in Florida. So I looked on the maps, found the nearest one. I called them, and I said, hey, I got this. I went to another branch, and it seemed as if, like, they were insinuating they didn't have the cash to give me. So they were like, oh yeah, 100%, come up here and we can give you the cash. And even then, the lady, even though they're the ones who, however that happened, I don't know how it happened, but when I walked in there, the older lady put it through the machine, and I could see the shit on her computer too. It even said it was ready to be redeemed, and she told me the exact amount of money, exact amount of time. And I'm like, so then when I knew something was up was when she wouldn't give me my ID back, and then I started to see the police officer go in front of the thing, and I was just like, So after that, I go to get in the car, and the second I get in the car, I see him go real fast behind the drive-thru, and I'm like, but he didn't have his lights on, so I was like, maybe by the grace of God, it's someone else. And I was like, should I
stop so you couldn't back out?
Yeah, I asked him, I was like, should I just go? He was like, go now, go now, go now, go now. Because in my head, I've been under the impression for 3 years that he's like federally on the run. And I went to do it, and he like you said, he stopped behind me, and I was just like, I immediately, as soon as he turned on his lights, I just got out the car and put my hands up. And I fibbed to them, but I mean, like I said, what I'm telling you now, like,
so he knows somebody that prints those out in Orlando, thousands of them. How many does he have on him now? Like, is that the only one he had on him, or is it that do you know that he has more with him?
I don't know. I couldn't honestly tell you. I know for a fact, because like I said, I've gone across the country to stay with this guy. I stayed with this guy in California before, multiple times.
Which guy?
I know him as Como. That is what I've always known him as.
Como as in COMO?
Yeah, that's what I've always known him as.
Okay.
Nothing else. And I've maybe heard like his cousin or someone else, maybe his girlfriend or something, call him like Justo. And then one time I heard his roommate call him, when we were in California, Joshua. But that doesn't matter. But
Well, it comes back to like Mackay, like Robinson is his name.
which is real weird, because I just want you to know though, because I know what now with what I've already said, it doesn't really matter how much more I tell you. I can 100% literally probably give you enough things.
Did he make you feel like you had to do it?
100%.
Like, and if you didn't, he was gonna do something to you?
No, I didn't owe him money or nothing like
No?
that. It was just more so of, it seems like it got to the point where, like, once I was sitting there and I kept looking at him and he wouldn't make eye contact with me and I had the police, the handcuffs on, I just knew I just got completely fiddle with.
Yeah.
He was like,
He's using you as the fall person.
because
He's trying to see if he can get away with it. Okay?
They have.
However,
they have a lot.
okay, however, and I'm sure they have. However, what'd he say? Better?
Yeah.
Good to go?
Yep.
Okay, I gotta sign it. Okay, when was the last time you had contact with him prior to just recently?
He calls
Does he
me.
just show up,
No,
or does
he calls me like every once in a while. Like, so.
And is it usually involving doing stuff like this?
He's always tried to get me to do it. When I was younger, like,
Hang on a second. Let me close the door for a second. Okay, so this is what he's involved in. He's gotten you involved in it.
yeah, when I was younger, he tried to like kind of like big brother me into it. I never had any luck, and every time that I've maybe tried doing this once or twice, and every time I've tried doing it, it's way too close to call, and I kind of just told him to off with it, and I ended up getting like my financial advisor's license and doing my own thing. And then I had some bad things happen to me recently, and he was like, look, these are legit, this is what happened.
Do you know how many he has on him besides the one you tried to cash today? Like,
How many were in that book bag?
we didn't find any in the book bag.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what they went through the book bag. I didn't go through it.
There, okay.
Yeah, so
If
you were,
okay, the best
and
way.
that's his book bag, right?
100%.
Okay.
That's why I was telling them so confidently. I'm like, if you guys do like really investigate this, you could take my fingerprints and you could put my hair next to that book bag. Nothing on that book bag will even come back to a scent of me.
So
like,
the printer's yours, the two phones, the gun.
no. Just the only things.
No,
that
I'm saying the stuff. The printer's yours because it wasn't in the book bag. It's in your back seat.
And the Glock 23, that is mine.
The Glock 23 that was in the glove box is yours.
Yeah, that one it was locked.
The
in
other
box.
gun, I forget what kind of gun. It's an
Nope.
MP or a 9mm. That's his.
Yeah, not mine.
Okay. Has anybody else been in your car besides him? Like recently?
Oh.
Could it be any? Could it be somebody else's book
The
bag?
only person that's possibly been in my car is my girlfriend.
Okay.
And when I'm telling you that seriously, this all puzzles into a lot
No,
worse
it's
crazy
deep.
stuff.
You're saying it's deep.
It's like this is not even like a edge of an iceberg.
It's an organized crime type of
like
thing.
a way bigger, and
Okay.
that's why
And he's involved in it, and he's trying to get you. He's making you feel like
it's
you
just,
had to go cash it.
It's not that I had to go cash it. It's just like it's like he tried to like I don't know what's the best way to explain it, but it's just like
Okay.
you know when you're real vulnerable to do something,
Yeah.
and then someone, it's just like this. I'm not saying you, but anybody.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Someone, you're kind of easily
Pressure.
persuade.
Yeah,
it was
pressure.
more of those things. It was just like I literally haven't worked since I was 16 years old. I've been doing real good for myself.
Okay, but you got that from him and not your grandmother, right?
100%.
Okay.
100%. I never said I got it from my grandma. I said that it said it on the mail, but
I know, but you were
there's-
implying
yeah,
that
I
you
know.
got it from your grandmother as a bond that she bought for you.
I'm
or...
just telling you that with the stuff that I know,
The body cam footage is going to be reviewed.
if I were to like, why I'm worried is because he knows how much I know because I've been
Okay.
over the country.
When you
with
go
him.
before a judge, okay, the judge is going to ask you questions about this. Okay. At this point, it's on camera, and he won't be able. He won't know that this is going on or that you're giving him up. Eventually, he's going to get tied to the crimes that are being committed.
I can
involving
tell you
this
something
stuff?
right now that would tie him to multiple different things with his face on it, but people just can't find him in different cities and states.
Okay.
I can tell you he stole it. When I went to I didn't even know this. When I went to California to stay with him, he stole a rental car, a brand new Porsche, and had it for probably about a month when he was living out there. He
never got caught?
He got the police, like I'm talking about, it was on the news, like 10 cop cars, helicopter chasing him. He crashed into a wall and somehow got away. It was all on the news. And that's not even, like I'm telling you, there's so much more, and it's not like, it's like,
Okay, so he's
his
like
family,
he's a career criminal, this dude.
Oh, yeah.
How old is he?
If he's,
I mean,
if he's
I
not
know-
lying to me, he's 31.
Okay, we have it, but I'll look it up.
It's either 30 or 31.
Okay.
And there's a lot. There's a lot.
This is not going to help you today.
I know.
And it's not going to help you right away.
I know.
Okay? But what's going to happen is this is all going to be reviewed by a judge, by people, authorities.
Right.
Okay? Secret Service, because that involves Secret Service and the feds and all that
I know,
stuff.
because the thing with the defrauding the institution from him, that started because he was doing fraud so hard through 5-Star Bank that they hired a Secret Service agent, and it was on their website.
Okay.
And they tracked him and his cousin down, which his cousin's like my age.
Where does he live now? New York?
It's either New York or Connecticut, and he
Okay.
stays with a girl and her kid. He
Okay.
calls a stepkid.
Okay.
But he's got he's got family, girlfriends everywhere. I'm telling you, he could hip, skip, and boogie to Delaware right now, and he'd know someone there, and
Okay.
it wouldn't matter.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get your situation. We'll get out there. Okay. You're going to go through the whole process. You got nothing on you?
No.
No drugs or anything? Okay. Because I don't want you to make this situation any worse for you. Like I said, this is all being recorded. It's going to be reviewed. The fact that you're admitting that came from him.
I know.
And he made you feel pressured into going in there and trying to obtain the funds for that, is when you go to court involving this case, they're going to take that into consideration, and that's probably going to be enough to put a warrant out for his arrest to tie him to the crimes that you're talking about.
That's, like I said, like what I just told you, there's enough of those things to make movies, I promise you.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
All right.
Initially charged with multiple serious felonies, including bank fraud, grand theft, unauthorized use of another person's ID over $5,000, counterfeiting a payment instrument, and uttering a forged document, the defendant ultimately entered a guilty plea. The court sentenced him to 4 years of probation, 100 hours of community service, and mandatory completion of a Choices and Consequences program.